Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to go ahead and talk about the House of Villains. Well, it's actually called House of Villains. Um, so this is a new show. It's cute, something different from like the Housewives world. You know what I'm saying? Which is what a lot of the content of like reality TV. I review a lot of Housewives, the Real Housewives of Potomac, Atlanta, Beverly Hills, whatever. So for those who don't know, this is a show that consists of people that are considered, I guess, villains of reality TV. Um, a few of these people I've never heard of before. Most of them I've heard of. Um, so yeah, let's just get into it. And I think at the end, someone I feel like I'm yelling all up in y'all face. At the end, someone is going to win $200,000. So they put everybody in a house. Um, it kind of gives you it kind of reminds you a little bit of kind of like Big Brother in a way. Some of you may not know what Big Brother is, girl. Google it. Come on, shout out to Omarosa. Google it. But for those who do know what Big Brother is, it kind of puts you in a it kind of reminds you of Big Brother. Someone wins a competition, they put someone up, or they put three people up, and then one person is nominated to go home. But girl, based off of the previews, it looks like nobody is being voted out because they showed the trailer for the season, and it looks like everybody remains in the house. So I don't know what type of spin they're going to put on this after this week's episode, but it looks like nobody is going home based off the trailer. Anyway, so these are the people that came in the house. We have Johnny Fairplay. Now, I'm a little older than some of the girls and boys, and non-binaries and non-gender conforming. Okay, but I remember Johnny from Survivor. I didn't watch Survivor. I'm not that old that season. But I remember him using his grandmother um, as part of the game. Survivor comes, I think, on CBS. And he said that his grandmother had died to get ahead in the game. Yeah. So Johnny is a mess. I think Johnny was one of the first like villains of reality TV. Baby Johnny is pigeon toed. Girl, who is this thick thing walking behind me? Girl, who is this? Y'all see that thing? Girl, he look like the type of man who will have a plate full of fruit and then an old nasty fried chicken wing. Okay. And a little slice of cake on the side, okay? But he said he's on a diet. I know that's right. Um, so yeah, Johnny is pigeon toed. You know, from we call it pigeon toed where I'm from. Johnny is pigeon toed. Oh, I love an old, I love an old pigeon toed walking man. Girl, Johnny walk like this. I said, I know that's right. Girl. Anyway, shout out to Johnny. Then we have, of course, the original, the HBIC, Tiffany, Pollard, formerly known as New York. She was on Flavor of Love. Tiffany was probably the person. I could be wrong about this, but Tiffany was probably the person who really kicked off this whole villain. Was she before Johnny? I don't know. But I'm gonna say I'm gonna probably give it to Bill. I'm gonna probably give it to Tiffany. I could be wrong though. No, because I think Johnny is older than Tiffany. I don't know, girl. But I'll say Tiffany is one of the people, especially within the black girl, shows that really kicked off this like villain the villain role, right? Tiffany was a keke. Tiffany, we still girl use Tiffany New York memes to this day. So shout out to New York. Johnny Bananas, I know who he is. He's on the challenge. I've never watched the challenge, but of course I've seen him in commercials. Johnny is cute. I said, "Oh, come on, Johnny." Johnny's a old cute white boy. Then we have Corinne. I don't know who that is. She was on The Bachelor. I got something for Miss Corinne though. Corinne, I already clocked you. I know exactly what you're trying to do. Then we got Bobby Lights. Bobby Lights is from Love and Marriage, Huntsville. But Bobby Lights is from Love and Hip Hop Miami. No shade. I've never looked at Bobby as a villain. Ever. I've never looked at. Do y'all look at Bobby as a villain? I've never looked at Bobby as a villain. Bobby kind of reminds me of like the younger brother that probably gets on your nerves, right? Fun to hang around, a good time girl, you know what I'm saying? A good, a fun friend. But he doesn't give me. Now, I have not watched Miami in a couple of seasons, but I remember watching, like, Bobby just never gave me villain, though. That's why I was like, Bobby, why is Bobby on this? Everybody else, I can understand why they on the show because they're going to cut a back to food. But I was like, okay, well, Bobby got a job, so shout out to Bobby. Girl, no shade. I don't know if Bobby Light's going to watch this video or not, but hey, Bobby. I said, Bobby whole face look different. I said, God damn. Girl, they showed that flashback of Bobby on Love and Hip Hop Miami. And of course his face, how it looks now. Girl. Shake, I have no idea who Shake is. Shake is cute. Shake is from, I think, Love is Blind. They say he was an asshole. And then we have Tanisha. I know Tanisha. I never watched Bad Girls Club. But I remember seeing clips of like when she, which I guess she didn't get no sleep. Remember she started banging the pots and pans. Tanisha is very, very pretty. Then we have Jax. Of course, we all know. Well, some of y'all, we all know who Jax is, girl. He's from Vanderpump Rules. Jax is the mess. Did y'all hear when Jax was talking to, I think, Tiffany or somebody? He was basically talking about how he cheated on his girlfriend. I mean, but I married her though. Did y'all hear when he said that? He basically said, "Yeah, I cheated on my girlfriend, but I mean, I married her, so." And he knew how it sounded because he tried to backtrack and was like, basically, he know how it sounds. That's not what he meant. No, you said it. You said it the way you meant it. I cheated on her, but to shut her up, I went ahead and just married the heifer. That's pretty much what he said. But yeah, Jax was a mess. Jax was. You want to talk about girl? Y'all want to talk about community dick? See, back in the day, I know some of y'all just started watching Vanderpump Rules. I used to watch Vanderpump Rules back in the day. Okay, the white people was a mess. And then I stopped watching, and then I would catch episodes here and there, right? But for those who don't know, Jax was talking about community dick. Baby, Jax was community dick. Jack is probably the original piece of community dick when it comes to these white people on reality TV shows. You want to think Jack was a pass around? And then you got another girl I ain't never heard of before, Enfisa. I don't know her name. They say she's from 90 Day Fiance. And then of course we got girl another HBIC, Miss Omarosa. I know some of the people don't like Omarosa. I'm sure it's gonna come up because I saw a piece of it from the trailer. I guess her being a Trump supporter. I don't know. Listen, I like Omarosa. I don't know. I just like Omarosa. I think Omarosa is one of those people. At one point in life, I think Omarosa was gonna get it how she lived, come hook or come crook. I think Omarosa saw an opportunity and she put herself first before anybody else. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying I would do it, but what I'm saying is I think that when Omarosa decided to work for Trump, I think she looked at it as, girl, this is a check, and I'm gonna look out for me because ain't nobody else gonna look out for me. That's what I think. And then I think once it was all said and done, she tried to, of course, girl. Now it's all said and done. Now, girl, I gotta work my magic to try to at least get a few people on my side. It is what it is, girl. Shout out to Omarosa. I like Omarosa. Um, So Corinne, the girl from The Bachelor, she comes downstairs and she says, they're all because Omarosa was when I tell you, bitch, let me tell you something. Omarosa is so bodied. Girl, I said, girl, that's a lot of girl. When I tell you, baby, that's a lot of woman. I said, Omarosa is the thick, the thick. The thing I said body yada 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 yada. Hey, I think I'm on Omarosa. I said Omarosa got that grown woman weight on her, honey. Um, but anyways, Omarosa was fly too. Omarosa had on her soacates. I know them shoes was stirring her feet up. But Omarosa had on her soacates. She had on this old cute bandage dress, like one sleeve. Omarosa was Omarosa looked really, really nice. So anyways, Corinne, everybody's like looking out the window like, oh my God, that's Omarosa, that's Omarosa. So Corinne, she goes down, she comes into the house, and then Shake was afraid. I feel like it's something in my beard. Shake goes downstairs and introduces himself to Omarosa. They're having a conversation. People start to come downstairs. And then Corinne walks up and she asks Omarosa, she comes down, she shakes Omarosa's hand, and then she said, "What's your name?" And then Omarosa says, "Google. It'll help you." Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Shout out to the white women who watch my channel. Listen, let's say Omarosa gonna be one thing about it, two things for sure. Omarosa gonna be on a white woman's ass. Do you hear me? And she don't give a damn. Girl, some of y'all too young to remember this. Girl, remember, for those who remember there was a Bethanny Frankel from Housewives. She had a show. Girl, it was this long. It lasted that long. Girl, so Omarosa was a guest. Girl, mind you, girl, Omarosa was probably the only nigga in the building. Do you hear me? Girl, I remember Omarosa sitting her ass right there on that couch in front of Bethany, in front of all those white women in that audience, and told all them heifers that y'all are mediocre. Bitch, I remember that shit like it was yesterday. Girl, Omarosa sat right there in front of all those white people and sat there with a straight face and told them that y'all get to be mediocre. I have to be exceptional. And then they started looking like once they started looking like, girl, what you just say? Omarosa's like looking like, girl, what y'all looking like? Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Oh god! Oh my god! I'm gonna try to find the link. I'm sure everything is on YouTube now. I'm sure it's still on YouTube. Girl, I'm gonna try to find the link and try and post it in the description box so y'all can watch. What's that? Omarosa was turning white people up. Right? Girl, what's that? Omarosa did not give a damn. I remember one time Omarosa was on Savannah. Is her name Savannah Guthrie? I can't remember her name. She was on her show because she was getting Savannah together. Girl, one time she got Joy together. Girl, what's it? Girl, Omarosa gonna clear she gonna wear the girls out. She really don't care if you white or black. Okay, that's one thing. Omarosa, girl, she gonna get everybody together. But girl, when she get the white women together, I be hollering. Girl. So girl, of course, she tells Korean to Google her. And girl, Korean is like, what? Girl, it's so Omarosa turned back around. Because Omarosa was sitting down. So, and Corinne walks up and she shakes her hand. And so Omarosa turned back to the side and started finishing her conversation with Shake. And then Corinne, girl, when I said I was hollering, Corinne just stood there and was like, what's going on? What's your problem? What's going on? When I tell you, Omarosa was paying that lady dust. Corinne stood there for about 45 minutes. I just started. Girl, Corinne stood there for about 45 minutes. And girl, for 45 minutes, girl, Omarosa had her body turn 180 degree. Girl, talking to that man. Girl, paid her no attention. Oh, girl, I was in my house cracking up. Anyways, girl. Um, so Tiffany and Corinne are roommates. Girl, they got this big ass house, but of course, for TV purposes, they're gonna pile them all in like one room. So it's 3 bedrooms. I think it's 4 bedrooms. Yeah, I think it's 4 bedrooms. And I think Each bedroom, one bedroom has 3 beds, the other has 3 beds, one has two, and the other has two. Yeah, because I think it's 10 people in the house, so it's 3, 3, 2, 2. Yeah. So, anyways, um, New York is talking to Omarosa, and she was like, "I have to tell you something," and she was like, "Korean," and then Omarosa was like, "Who is that?" Oh, girl, I'm sorry. Omarosa is a keke to me. Girl, she was like, "Who is that?" And then she was like, "That's my." Tiffany was like, "That's my roommate." She was like, "What, you bonding with her?" Oh my god, I'm sorry, y'all. This show was so funny, girl. I'm sorry, Omarosa is cracking me up. I'm sorry, y'all. Uh, girl, Omarosa is funny to me. Anyways, when Tiffany told her, "I never seen someone come up some stairs so quick crying." See, this is what Corinne is trying to do, and I clock Corinne. Corinne is using. I hate to say it, she's using the white woman card. She's weaponizing her tears. She knows exactly what she's doing, right? She hurt my feelings because girl, the truth of the matter is, Omarosa basically telling you to Google her and then turning around should have not sent you into a downward spiral. It really shouldn't have, girl. It was not that deep, girl. And if you're supposed to be the villain like you say you are, girl, you should have been getting right back with Omarosa. Hello, or just walked off, right? But even at the end, I think Korean thinks that, right, America's. She said something about America is gonna hate you because she has it in her head that Omarosa is gonna be. But it's like, it's 10 of y'all, at least. Well, it's a few of y'all who people really can't stand. One of them might be Omarosa. Um, I think Tiffany is more loved. Like, to me, Tiffany was never like a villain. Tiffany, I've never looked at Tiffany as a villain. Like, Bobby to me definitely is not a villain, but Tiffany was more so like, I don't know. I can see how people could say that Omarosa is a villain. I can see how people could say that Jax is a villain. Johnny, I could see that. The other ones I really don't know too much about. I know Johnny, Bananas with his cute self. But I could see how those three could be named villains. Anyways, girl. Um, so they go outside, they meet what's his name? Joel McHale. Who is this? They go outside. They meet Joel McHale. Omarosa, she over it. Girl, they had to take, girl, I don't know if they were exaggerating or not, but they said it took like 39 takes for them to even try to get it together. They finally gave up because Omarosa walked off set. Omarosa said, "I'm done. Girl, it's cold out here. I'm done." Girl, her feet, girl, my feet hurt. Girl, no, I'm going back in the house. So Omarosa goes back to the house. So they changed up the way I guess they introduced them to Joel. So Joel ended up driving up in a car because at first they had them in the back. At first they went out in the back to meet Joel in the back of the house. But it was taking so long, I guess they decided to wait till nighttime, and then Joel ended up driving up like in a car. It was a mess. Um, Omarosa basically wins the game. Girl, girl, in real life, it be some fine ass black boys over here. I be feeling so bad and fat because I see all the boys with bodies, and girl, I'm sitting in the car talking shit, and girl, and drinking a frappuccino when I need to be my big ass out walking with them, walking and running. They be working out too. Anyways, I'm gonna get out there one day. Um, they play a game. Omarosa wins the game. Her and Johnny Bananas make a they shake hands that if Johnny because Johnny was probably gonna win, girl. If Johnny lets her win, because Omarosa was good. The game they had to play, they had to basically it was these big humongous balls, right? And if they got your ball and pushed it basically um across a line, then you were out of the game. So the goal from what I remember, was to make sure that your ball never crossed the line. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me, y'all. So that was the purpose of the game. Omarosa was basically just standing right there. Omarosa was like, "I'm too old for this. I'm gonna work harder, not smarter." And so at the end, the last two were, it was her and Johnny, and so she worked out a deal with Johnny and told Johnny that if he lets her win, then she won't put him on the block. Girl. And then I don't know if it was a show. I don't think it was my TV, but for whatever reason, girl, the show just started staticking. I could hear, but I couldn't see. And so I got frustrated. So I missed, after that, I kind of missed what happened. And the next thing I remember the next thing that I saw when my TV got right was Omarosa. They were at the table. And I think some Omarosa got a chance to invite two people out to a spa. I guess because she won the game, right? So she invited Bobby and Tanisha. And she said she invited them too because they talk a lot. and she said they was gonna let her know what the tea was in the house. So I said, "Come on, Omarosa, that's actually smart, especially with Bobby, because you know Bobby like to talk." Oh, girl, that almost got into a wreck. Why y'all be driving like that? That's a white man. Why y'all be driving like y'all? Like, I don't understand. Like, y'all be, I hate people who just like drive all crazy. Everybody's trying to get to where they need to go, but everybody not gonna get to where they need to go when you out here driving crazy and causing chaos and confusion and collisions, girl. Calm down. We all got somewhere to get. Okay. Anyways, so Omarosa, long story short, Omarosa is thinking about putting Johnny up. I said, "Oh my God, girl, Omarosa, please don't go against your word." I mean, but girl, that's the name of the game. It's House of Villains, right? Um, so they all go to it's the end of the night. Omarosa has to put three people up. Omarosa is so dramatic. Girl, baby, the way Omarosa walked up to the chair and then she I said, "Cat, she is so dramatic." And she ended up nominating Korean, the white girl. She ended up nominating Shake. And then I thought the way that I said, "Oh, baby, Omarosa is giving good TV." She was like, "This person should go up. This person has been on so and so and so." And the person who she was describing was Johnny. So everybody knew that. Everybody thought she was about to put Johnny up. She was like, "This person is so and so, and this and this and this and this and this and this, right?" But if you listen to her when she first started talking, she said this person should go up. But because of the way, but I guess that kind of probably went over people, one ear, not the other. And then she was like, "But," she was like, and then she was like, "And that person is Johnny, but I've decided." She was my actor. And then she was basically like, "This person is competition," and Jax. Basically, she put Jax up. So it's Jax, Korean, and Shake, and then it goes off. It was a cute episode. It was real cute. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I'll see y'all next week for episode 2. Bye, y'all.